Y'all get up in here. Learn something. Let's learn today. Yay. Let's learn today. Yay. Let's see how we do this. Oh, that's not how it works. Okay, let's just go. Greetings. Oh, it's been a while since I've been on live. Okay. How do I pin a pose? I used to do it. I did this before. What happened? Did this before. Sheesh. Okay, this is not working. Okay, cool. Yeah. Anyway. Yeah, what's going on? What's good? Grand Risings. Grand Rising. I wanted to get on here and just talk about yes, these locks are extremely long at this point. Extremely long. I highly, yeah, I definitely agree with you on that. But yeah, let's get into this. Let's get into this. So I'm here to answer all questions when it comes to health, when it comes to spirituality, what books to read, what I've been noticing a lot. What's good, Snatch? Greetings. I've been seeing a lot of messages, and I do want to explain my drinks as well too, the website, all of that. So, and any questions you got, please ask them. Don't hold yourself back from information you're curious about. So yeah, it's a lot of information regarding that I've been posting on my page lately. Prior to the last few months, a lot of documented information. I rather keep it very factual when I'm stating or speaking about anything. It's just how I've been taught. So, regardless, moving forward, when it comes to these drinks, when it comes to the drinks I provide, I do 32 ounces. It's not to say it's not some miracle drink. It's not some drink one time and then, all right, I'm better, I'm feeling good, I'm great. It's an entire process, right? Because I'm noticing, I'm getting confusions. I'm getting a lot of customers that just want it that one time and they don't come back, or they don't even do it at all. They don't even create it on their own. They don't gain the willpower to create it on their own. I'm not, I would love consistent clients, but at the same time, if you're going to do it on your own, I would love for you to do it on your own. That lets me know you learned something from me. And you need to continue to learn. That's the whole point of us being here. We're here to learn, and at the same time, we're here to teach. One hand washes the other, right? So I carry a lot of variety of drinks. There's a lot of us out here still healing from what we saw for the baby boomers, from the baby boomers, from our past generations and things of that nature, where they were caught up with a lot of white sugar. They were caught up with a lot of processed foods, canned goods. They thought canned goods was advertised as, a priority food at that time. Nobody was telling them that aluminum cans creates amnesia, let alone dementia to the brain. It damages the brain because of the aluminum. And also, of course, on top of that, you got all this sodium that's storing the actual canned foods and storing the food in the can, and it's just sitting on the shelf. I remember working for AquaGuard. We're busting down a basement. Break down this portion of wall, and in this wall it's like a storage spot of canned goods, like a gallon version of canned goods, and it's supposed to be one of those if the earth got blown up, This is the I forgot the name of it, but like a shelter, like a bomb shelter, nuclear attack shelter, however you call it. And we happened to hit this wall by accident. We bust through it, and we're like, oh shit, we may be in trouble. Let's talk to the owner, etc. And then when the owner comes out, he's like, oh, you're good, because I don't know what that is. And we looked at the cans. The cans was like from 2003, 2001, just sitting there in case of a nuclear attack. Thank you. Doomsday shelter. Thank you. And it's just sitting there. And we're like, and it smells horrible. It smells horrible as fuck. And at the same time, I'm in my mindset, I'm in my health mindset. This was just a few months ago. So I'm like, God damn, people would have saved themselves in this doomsday shelter or nuclear attack and ate that? Yeah, I'm good. So, okay, great question. The reason I wanted to go ahead and do drinks, take this route, really go full forth with it, it's my mother. 100% it's my mother. Yes, I have an athletic background. Yes, I did football in high school, a little bit in college, track and field. I did that, but it was my mom 100%. Seeing her since a youth, I've known her to have diabetes. When she told me her life and told me her history and things of that nature, she was fine. She was a well-known herbalist. She was into the herbs. Of course, she got caught up in corporate America, working the 9 to 5, getting trapped in that mindset, getting trapped in that world, and over time, she was pulled or deviated away from what she naturally does. Okay, so if she wanted to drink her ginger tea, it went from every day to every other day. So if something caught her off guard or something were to raise her high blood pressure, she's not putting the work in to heal herself. Okay, so when I came into the world, she was a diabetic. And those moments of coming back from school, I would say first grade to 5th grade was probably the roughest for me, but I barely absorbed it. I just took it for what it is and just kept going. I didn't even really stop to think until I got older. But what I'm saying is that the reason why it was rough is because there was times where I would walk into the house and she's passed out on the floor or she's passed out in the bed. The most memorable one for me was coming back from school. I was sitting there and school is out, regular day. Regular day, like it's just a normal ass day like how it is today. I knew what she was going to do for for her day, for what she wanted to do, period. But I didn't think anything of it. I just said, I'm going to school, play with my friends, learn what I need to learn, get the fuck back home, watch Power Rangers, and enjoy my goddamn life. That was my plan every fucking day. So, 2:30 turned into 4 o'clock. Then 4 o'clock turned into 6 o'clock. And I'm like, hey, my mom is usually at the gate by 1:30, 2 o'clock. She's walking off the bus and she's standing right at the gate posted. That's my mom. So I'm used to the moment I walk out the doors, boom, I see mom, all right, we out. I didn't see her. Didn't see my pops. Pops was at work. My pops would work sometimes. All right, we back. So sometimes my pops work till 6, 7 at night, 8 at night maybe. So there was nobody there to pick me up. There was nobody there who I could call, only my mother at the time. So the assistant principal, he drops me, he asks me questions. I tell him everything I need to know or that I know of. Drops me at the house, and he's like, all right, take care, be safe. I'm like, yeah, this is my house. I just walk up the stairs and I'm good. All right, cool. He stayed till I walked into the house, and it was crazy. This is the crazy part. I just was given a key because we had a gate, the fence gate, and then we had the house doors. And I just happened to open that gate, and I looked in, and I'm seeing like, Ma, where you? I couldn't even say nothing. She was passed out on the bed. And when she was passed out on the bed, I was like, oh shit, what do I do? Like, what's gonna happen? What's happening? Period. Like, what is going on? And immediately, I went to work. I grabbed a banana out the fridge, off the counter, poured a little bit of orange juice, and I did my best to awaken her with the sugar. But by that time, her eyes is rolled back. She's gone. I have to call the police. I have to call the ambulance. Call the ambulance. Ambulance did their thing. They got her back into. They got her back conscious. And when they got her back conscious, they pulled me to the side. And they pulled me to the side, make certain I was good, I was straight, I wasn't traumatically damaged and all that shit. I wasn't like that as a jit. As a jit, I was more strong-headed when it was time for me to go to work or get into action. I was strong-headed. I didn't know what the fuck I was doing, but I knew whatever I was doing was the right shit because everything was just working. It was the craziest shit. So, they pulled me to the side, make sure I'm good. They got her up. They did the normal, what's your name, what's your birthday, making certain that her mind is on point. And then they say, hey, your son basically saved your life because you was probably a couple more minutes away from death. And I'm like, what? I'm like, what? As a kid, like, this was a normal thing, and to live that life as a child and coming up, it motivated me to not want to be like my parents. That's what got me into sports. I always wanted to get into sports, but I was told I was too big. And then when I really dug into myself, I was like, why do I really want to play sports? Why do I really want to be an athlete? It's not because I want to buy my mom a big-ass house or the mansion or the new car. What is the real reason? My mom. And that always stayed with me. That always stuck with me. Because I did not want to end up like my mom. I did not want to end up like my parents. I did not want to end up like my elders where they walking with these canes or they're in wheelchairs or they got to go to the doctor every other day. Yes, orange sugar, period. Sugar is great for a diabetic when they are crashing or sliding into a diabetic coma. It is tremendously helpful. But the difference is that when you're type 1, type 2, whether you're on insulin or you're not, it's a damaging thing to the body. It's a damaging thing to the nerves because it's like you become a dependent for sugar at some point in the day. You know what I'm saying? Like you can flush your system out, you could do that, but then at some point in the day, you have to become dependent on sugar or whatever it is that will get your sugar regulated because you let it drop too low, you'll slide into a diabetic coma. You let it get too high, you're sliding into a diabetic coma. Hypertension, inflammation, like it creates so much more different things in the body. It's a different reaction, and it's like, how do you relieve yourself of diabetes or being type 1, type 2? I don't want to say it's easy. It's not easy. It's a process, but you really have to flush the body out and cleanse the blood. And that's what I learned, and that's what got me into really selling these teas and selling these tinctures, selling these different herbal products, and really diving deeper into the knowledge and information. That's and then on top of that, they're hard-headed. Like I thought I was hard-headed myself. Telling an older or an elder or let alone a baby boomer, and I say baby boomer because that's when it really started. They were targeted. That's when we started getting classified these different names generationally. Because when we started getting targeted or getting classified these different names, then that's when all of a sudden they have this certain plan for you. or they have this mapped out for you, or this is the way you're supposed to go. And it's like, okay, I just got into this world. All of a sudden, I'm generation whatever, and I'm supposed to live my life according to this. Who says that? Who dictated that? Who created? Like, what are you talking about? I'm confused. And then on top of that, you want to throw religion on me and say this is what this is how God wants me to live. And I'm like, okay, if this is how God wants me to live, why are you labeling me then? Why are you telling me I need to live like this because I'm generation such and such, and this is how it goes for you guys? And like I'm being sectioned off. Like, this is how you work, and this is how. Like, nah, that's not how this shit works. And I started figuring that shit out. I started learning about this different information. Also, as well too, noticing that in my learnings from, for example, Dr. Layla Africa. Yes, Dr. Sebi, but Dr. Layla Africa was more prominent for me in my learning. Reading his books, watching his lectures, it really taught me a lot. It really got me away from the Western medicine, because Western medicine is really a pat on the back, and here's your pills for the month, come back and we'll refill it for you. That's exactly how it is. Why do I say that? I'm not saying it out of anger, I'm not saying it out of sadness. I watched a woman do this for damn near 20-something odd years. 20 plus years. You mean you couldn't tell me that y'all couldn't just say, hey, I learned about this herb called cerasee. And cerasee is a well-known plant in Miami, or in Florida in general. It's on gates, it's on fences, everywhere you walk. It's so easy to identify with and find. It's there, okay? But we don't know that because we're not educated on herbs or plants or vegetation. We're educated on processed foods and pop this pill, you'll feel better. Stick this needle in your body and you'll feel better, and move on with your life and trust God. That's what we're told. And I'm not making this shit up. I'm not being facetious. This is real information that I have received from said doctors, nurses, institutions, etc. Like, that's their answer to everything. That's literally their answer. And they throw all these big ass words on top to confuse you. And when they confuse you, what's the first thing? I ain't looking up this shit. Fuck all that. Just give me this shit. Give me what I need so I can feel better. That's it. Temporary fix. So, for example, let's say my mom would have stuck with her roots, right? Not saying she didn't, but by that time it was a little too late. But yeah, let's say she stuck with the roots. She didn't buy into the whole popping pills and stick this needle in your arm and etc. She wasn't coerced by so-called friends and family to do it. She took the natural route. So, excuse me. By her taking the natural route, she would have took the cerasee. Cerasee is great. It's a blood cleanser. Amazing blood cleanser. In turn, it would have cleansed her body out and flushed her system and regulating her high blood pressure. Then on the flip side, we're Jamaican, so on the flip side, we went back home on a religious basis. That was our religion at the time. Until I was 17. We went to Jamaica at least once. So we're surrounded by soursop. We're surrounded by noni fruit. We're surrounded by all these fruits and vegetations. We're surrounded by sarsaparilla. All of these plants I'm naming are blood cleansers. All of these fruits I'm naming are blood cleansers. Flushing your system out, regulating your blood, cleansing the blood. And let me break down how important cleansing the blood is. Let's say, for example, you got an infection. Okay? You got an infection. When you get an infection, it does infect the blood as well, depending on the impact of that infection. It's in the bloodstream. That's why, for example, when, fake ass STDs, okay? STDs, or for, okay, it's mostly women on this live. UTIs, okay? You may not be privy, I know you guys are, but to the person that may not be up on the information regarding UTIs, you go have sex with a man, you just passed on through his bloodstream a UTI. He just got an infection. You get what I'm saying? Like, it's passed through the bloodstream. It's passed through the blood. Everything is through the blood. Point blank, period. So, if you are able to, for example, Paul d'Arco is a herb that I have that cleanses the blood. More than likely, it specifies and specializes in infections alone. Okay? You take the Paul d'Arco. Paul d'Arco is going to flush your body out, flush the respiratory, flush the digestive system, and of course the reproductive organs. And it's going to force you to pee it out. And of course, when you take these herbs or you drink these herbs, it's highly recommended to drink water so that the flushing can begin in a more quickening process. It can happen in a more fluent process. If you're a person that loves to drink Coca-Cola, Sprite, just sodas in general, you know, what is that word? What is it called? I love this soda, and the reason why I love these two sodas is because they're naturally created. No high fructose corn syrup or nothing. I don't want to say tostones, but that's because that's Hispanic plantains. It's another word. I'll put it on my post. I find it and I'll post it up. I get it every now and then. So that and Malta, if you have those two drinks in your system, all right, you're good, you're fine. But we're talking about hardcore, high process or high fructose corn syrup based drinks, purposely highly sugared for you to drink, highly carbonated for you to drink, right? You drink that on a daily basis. You are clogging your entire respiratory system. You are clogging up your blood. You are clogging up your reproductive organs. This is where the constipation comes in. This is where that hard pee comes in. All you coffee lovers, it's great to love coffee, but you don't need sugar and cream. That's what fucks you up. And that's what they don't tell you. Coffee is a natural product. It's a natural plant. It's a natural energy booster. But when you add white sugar and cream into the mix, you are throwing off the naturalness of the balance that the coffee is providing you to boost your energy. That's all it is. Coffee is just an energy booster. That's it. And yes, when you combine coffee beans or a coffee extract with, for example, senna leaf. Senna leaf helps to, it's more of a laxative. Okay, senna leaf is the herb that you find in these laxative packages that they call its natural name, but you don't know it as senna leaf. They put there the natural name of the plant, because you know the natural name of the plant is some long ass word. Like, let's just be real. When you look up the name of these plants, like for example, I looked up I think it was moringa or no, it was either moringa or neem leaf, and they said it was part of the moringa, the mahogany tree family, Enchinea, and then the real name of it is like these long ass 20-letter word, and you're like, bruh, I don't. All right, senna leaf. That's what it's called. You're not gonna look it up. So to the normal person on a regular day basis that find this information and they're reading the box and they're like, the fuck it. All right, let me read the box. What is it supposed to do again? All right, bedtime, sleep. All right, cool. All right. I guess that's what it do. And you just roll with it. You don't think nothing twice of it. You just roll with the shit. Because they know you yourself are not going to go and look up the meaning of that word to know that it's senna leaf. And senna leaf is a laxative. You're not going to know that. So it's just, you're just rolling with it. And they know this shit. They know you're not going to look it up. They know that because they perceive you as an idiot. They perceive us as dumb. Literally, they really treat y'all like this, or treat us like this. So when you combine senna leaf with coffee, you are able to lose weight. You are able to burn off the fat that you are looking to burn off. And keep in mind, ladies and gentlemen, you are not fat. There's no such thing as being fat or obese or big-boned. Let me repeat this again. There is no such thing as being fat. If you was fat, your bones would expand out along with this so-called fat that you have. When they put you under, what they call it, CAT scan or X-rays. Let's stick with X-rays for a minute. When you take an X-ray, do you see your bones expanded out? Or do you see, your bones with fat? No. It's your tissue that's being expanded. It's your skin, your muscles that's being stretched. Why is it being stretched? What is making it stretched? The parasites that you have been eating since birth. The intestinal worms that you've been eating since birth. This isn't to gross you out. This is not to gross you out whatsoever, or anybody out. This is a clear indication that this is real facts. You can look it up yourself. When parasites is stored in the digestive system, they create these signals, and they send signals to the brain. And when they send these signals to the brain, it creates hunger, false hunger, or what we call cravings. Ooh, man, I'm craving for that Whopper right now. Oh my God, lemon pepper wings, 10-piece. With that Alfredo, with the chicken Alfredo pasta on the side. Oh my gosh, girl, I want that. Or shrimp. I need crab legs. I need my crab legs today. You feel me? Like, and you know you're not hungry. You know you're not hungry. But you're gonna go eat it though. And then you overstuff your body. You overfill your body. See, the espresso the Miami way. That's low key different, okay? That's low. If you live in Miami, you're in Miami, you in turn has some island roots down the road somewhere, alright? Don't get it twisted. So you know this natural shit, but you just want to do what you want to do. But overall, yeah, like, this is very big, heavy information. You get what I'm saying? And not everybody's want to be up on it, wants to be new to it, or wants, because they want to do what y'all want to do. I won't ever forget having a client. And I said, okay, you want to take this serious? All right, cool. You want me to be your trainer? I have no pressure. This is the guidelines, and this is what you need to follow, so we can go ahead and move forward. Okay, all right, cool. All right, I'm so excited. I want to lose some weight so bad, Paul. I'm ready. All right, cool. What do you eat on a regular basis? Okay, sometimes and then what they do, they don't tell me the facts. They give me the sugar coating. Well, I attempt to have baked potatoes from time to time with my chicken, and but I don't eat chicken that much. But last night I had white rice and I had chicken, like small chicken wings, like look, the little baby ones, the little small ones. Like dog, just say it. You have food, bro. It's okay. It's okay. Y'all talking to me like I'm the judge, jury, and prosecutor. I'm not that, bro. I'm just here to provide you the information. Are you ready to rock with that information? All right, let's go change some shit about yourself. Let's go upgrade. But for you to sit up there and attempt to sugarcoat this shit already tells me that you're lying. You're not doing none of this shit. You probably had a KFC 5-piece with extra mashed potatoes, and then you was pissed because you ain't get your ketchup for your wedges. And then you come in to call me 2 hours later like, yeah, I had a small meal, small lunch, not too big, like, it's like, y'all tripping. So she continued to tell me this, and I was like, all right, you bullshitting me. I didn't say it out loud, but I knew she was bullshitting me, and I said, all right, cool. So in order for us to move forward, we're going to start off small. We're going to take out the carbs, because the carbs is what's hindering you, especially these white hard carbs, or white rice in general. It's not the black rice that I posted on my page a few weeks ago. It's not the red rice that I posted on my page a few weeks ago that provides natural whole grain. And it's not rice, it's actual grain itself. Like similar to oats in a way. And you cook it out like rice, and it comes out and extends like rice. And it's natural, and it cannot be manipulated. And you will know if it's being manipulated because the pigmentation of the actual grain will change into white, or it'll get lighter. So I told her, hey, you gotta cut out the carbs. First thing she tells me, I can't do that. I can't. What do you mean you can't do that? What are you talking about? You just wrote me that you need to lose weight before a certain period of time. You need to get this weight off of you because it's so strenuous on you. It's disastrous. You're tired of it. You give me this sob story about you wanting to lose weight, but you do not want to cut out the carbs or any food I'm telling you to cut out so you can reach your goal that you want. You wasn't ready. You wasn't ever ready. And you won't be ever ready. And I haven't seen that client since. I haven't seen that client since at all. And I'm certain. I'm highly certain. If I come across their page or, come across them in person, it's either they're going to be wider or they haven't even started their goal, or they're going to tell me a bunch of stories of how they started up and then they stopped. Started up and then they stopped. Started up and then they stopped. All these inconsistencies, all these so-called I'm doing the job, I'm doing the work, I'm doing this, and you're not doing anything to contribute to what you want to relieve out of your body. So to stay on topic, it is your body being stretched out. It is your skin being stretched out. The moment you start really digging into the food that you're eating and okay, I'm not going to take this. White sugar adds this to my body. White sugar does add a lot more pounds to the body over time. White sugar or white products in general. It spoils your blood. It ruins your blood over time. So, for example, if you start drinking senna leaf and neem leaf, for example, right? You drink a herbal blend like that from me. And I add in a bit of coffee bean extract as well to accelerate the speed of... Okay, can y'all hear me? All right, because it keeps cutting into the Wi-Fi in and out. That is correct. It is a lifestyle change. No sugars, no carbs, no starch, nothing. It is literally a lifestyle change. When you cut that out your lifestyle, not a diet, out your lifestyle, then that's when you get into your herbal tinctures, like the neem leaf, the senna leaf, the coffee bean extract, and you drink it as is. I don't fuck with honey. When I saw the video of what they do to bees, it's a natural known information. We've known this information since children, where they used to extract the bee honey from the bees, and then they'll kill off the queen, and then they kill the whole beehive. We know this as natural information. I remember learning about that when I was a kid, and there was all these so-called fundraisers to stop the bullshit and all that crazy shit. But overall, yes, that's a real thing. And knowing what I know now, I don't want to continue purchasing for honey and knowing that's what they do to the bees and the honey, and that's how they get the honey. There's so many ways you can get honey without having to destroy a bee community, because we need the bees. We need them. They're very important. But anywho, I don't use honey. I don't use any sweeteners unless it's molasses or agave. All right, black molasses or agave. If needed, or if someone wants it in their drink. But other than that, it's straight up and down. Neem leaf is very bitter. It's very bitter. It's drinkable. But when you start adding more neem leaf, like a big amount of neem leaf, it can get a bit bitter. It's understandable. It could get a bit bitter in these neem leaf drinks, but it's drinkable. It's consumable. It's not something to shy away from, because once you drink it down, combined with a coffee bean extract, combined with a senna leaf, and when you look in that toilet, you are not only going to feel lighter, you are going to feel relieved. You are going to feel something different in your body. You are going to feel like you could poop on your own. You are going to feel like you can urinate on your own. You're going to feel like a weight has just been relieved off of your body. I know it sounds funny low-key, okay? But literally, when you are removing the parasites and the intestinal worms out of your body by using these specific products or these specific herbs, that's how you are going to feel. You're going to feel like you could go run a mile straight. You may get tired when you finish. You may, woo, that was a run. But you're not going to feel like how you will feel like yesterday when you went and took a mile run. You're not going to have those same cravings anymore, those thoughts to, man, I love an ice cream sandwich right now. I love a two-piece right now. Those are not going to be cravings for you anymore. You're not going to feel as hungry as well either. You're not. When you start drinking my tinctures on a regular basis, you're noticing that your stomach starts to become a lot more smaller, naturally, and in the right places. You notice when you drink green tea, it relieves the bloating, and the bloating was here, and then it comes down. When you drink my tinctures with neem leaf and senna leaf, you notice you do this. It goes, your stomach does one of these. And then it shapes back into your body, into your bone structure. That's what it looks like after a certain period of time. Not 6 months, not 18 months. I'm talking about you are consistently doing this. You are dedicated. You are doing this. Within a month, 2 months, you're going to see a big difference. This is why it's so important for me providing these tinctures, with the motivation and the inspiration that my mother provided me and passed down the knowledge to me to go ahead and make this happen for myself. And of course, leaving a legacy for my future children and my current 2 girls right now. So it's highly important, and it's highly doable. A lot of us just don't want to do it. You know how many times I've heard I don't like to poop? You know how many times I've heard, ooh, water's nasty. The first thing that comes to mind when I hear somebody say, water's nasty, I don't like to poop, shit like that. When I hear shit like that, right? Literally shit like that. When I hear these statements, immediately I think to myself, who in their right mind wants to have sex with you? That's the first thing that comes to my mind. How are you not drinking water and think water is disgusting? How are you supposed to relieve the toxins out of your body from your partner, let alone yourself? How are you cleansing the urinary tract so that it does not get contaminated or infected? Now I get why some children come out the womb with these so-called complications and health defects. Look what y'all feeding yourself, let alone the future born that's in the womb. That's crazy to me. That's weird. That's weird. Water's nasty? What? I don't like the sweat. You don't like to do what? You don't like the sweat? So how are you supposed to get clear skin? How is your skin supposed to be clear? How are you supposed to remove the black mold and the black dots off your face, off your skin? How are you supposed to get that off of your body if you don't like to sweat, if you don't like to drink water? I don't get it. That's weird as fuck for me. That's always been confusing. And it's will always be confusing for me. When I hear people say that shit, it's weird. It's a difference that you're doing it and you're attempting to find your way, right? You're attempting to, you're consistently pushing and you're finding progress. You're having progress. It's another when you're not doing it at all. Like, that's yuck. That's yucky as fuck. There's no telling what's happening down there, let alone within the heart, within the digestive system of the lungs, the liver, the kidney. Oh my gosh. And those same people, they love liquor. They love liquor. I use liquor in a more spiritual sense. Not every day, not every single time. I only use it in a spiritual sense when I need to dive deep into meditation. That's a different type of work itself. But to drink liquor on a consistent basis, then drink water only to hydrate yourself so you won't get liquor poisoning. All you talk about is liquor and waters and that, bruh. Stay away from those people. You come across those people, stay the fuck away from them, because they're not gonna feed you any good information whatsoever. The nicotine addictors. Tobacco is not bad. It's the nicotine that they put in the tobacco, or that they wrap with the tobacco. That's bad. It's a lot of uncoverings that we need to do when we are providing ourselves the proper health tactic to eliminate whatever it is that we need to eliminate out of our body as a whole. Okay? So, with that being said, polefitness.org. Go to the website, look around, shop, see what you like, see what's there for you. Place an order, place a consultation, ask more questions, get some deeper information of what I do, what I have, what I provide. Make it happen. Like, make it happen. Make it happen. Shit, DM me. But go to my website too. But DM me. Share my website. Share the information. I'm not here just to be here. I don't care for y'all money like that. I care for y'all health a lot more. Because I know through that, that's when I will receive the currency that I'm looking for, that I'm willing to receive from all aspects. Yes, I am a high vibrational being, so my words, my sayings, my statements, my thinking is somewhere else. It's not like these other people. It's not like, I'm not the normal trainer. We're going to go to the gym, we're going to rock the fuck out, but before we hit that gym, you're going to drink this little cup of your hembe. You're going to drink this cup of your hembe. You're going to get this energy booster in, and we're going to wow the fuck out in this workout. And then when we come back, we're going to have a cup of neem leaf mixed with senna leaf, so you go ahead and get those toxins out of your body, flush those parasites out of your body, so when you wake up and you're ready to go to the gym again tomorrow, you're waking up way more refreshed than where you were before. Clearer mind, clearer mentality, a clearer body. I'm here for y'all, man. Pole Fitness out. Peace and love.